Now, we are going to study the next topic, that is cubic polynomial. Okay, what do you mean by cubic polynomial? Cubic polynomial means if the degree of given polynomial is 3, then such a polynomial is said to be cubic polynomial. Now, if given polynomial p of x is ax cubed plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is a given polynomial which is said to be the cubic polynomial having degree 3. Therefore, the number of zeros are also said to be 3. That number of zeros are represented by alpha, beta and gamma. Again I repeat, if given polynomial is cubic polynomial, based on this degree, we can find the number of zeros. As degree is 3, number of zeros are 3. That zeros are represented by alpha, beta and gamma. If you observe this given polynomial, it is observed that its coefficients are given by a, b, c, d. Okay. So, for any cubic polynomial, if zeros are represented by alpha, beta, gamma, and coefficients are given by a, b, c, d, then there is a relationship between zeros and coefficients. Okay. There are three relationships between zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. The first relationship between zeros and coefficient is given by the sum of all zeros of cubic polynomial is always equal to minus b upon a. Sum of all zeros is always equal to minus b upon a. The second relationship between zeros and coefficient is given by alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is always equal to c upon a, and the last relation, that is the third one, the product of all three zeros, that is alpha and beta and gamma, is always equal to minus d upon a. So these are the three relationships between zeros and coefficients for any cubic polynomial. Yeah. Now we are going to study one example, okay, for given cubic polynomial. Example for this: verify that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of cubic polynomial represented by p of x equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. What is the question? The question is, we have verified that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of cubic polynomial represented by p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. This is the first part of the question. also verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Means we have to verify this three relationship between zeros and coefficients. Clear? So this is the question based on cubic polynomial. It is given that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of cubic polynomial represented by p of x equal to this. And the second part, we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. Okay, just read this question. Okay, got it? Now, first part is verification. Verification means three zeros are given. These three zeros are represented by alpha, beta, and gamma. In the solution, first write given polynomial as p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus this is a given cubic polynomial. The standard form of cubic polynomial is given by p of x is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. If we compare both the polynomial, we are able to find the values of a, b, c, d, which are set with the coefficients of given polynomial. On comparing, we get a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 5, c is equal to minus 11, and d is equal to minus. So first find the values of a, b, c. It is already given that 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of cubic polynomial. This given to write here as values of alpha, beta, gamma are 3 minus 1 minus 1. As alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to this minus 1, and gamma is equal to minus 1 by 3. Now, we have to verify these three values, which are the zeros of given polynomial represented by alpha, beta, and gamma, are the zeros of this given polynomial. This is very important. If zeros are given, how can we show these zeros are the zeros of given polynomial? Okay. For this verification, we know when given polynomial is expressed in the form of one variable, either x or some other, we solve that polynomial, we find the different values of x, then each values of x is called as the zeros, and according to given polynomial, either it is quadratic or cubic, we mention or we consider that zeros or we represent that zeros by alpha, beta, or gamma. These are nothing but the values of x. Now, for the verification, first we have to check either this value, that is the first zero, that is 3, is 0 of given p of x or not. For this, we substitute the value of x as 3 in this given polynomial. Okay? First, we take let x is equal to first value, that is 3. Then what is p of 3? We substitute the value of x as 3, which is a 0 of, we have to check whether it is a 0 of given polynomial or not. If this 3 is a 0 of given polynomial, then we substitute the value of x is equal to 3 over here. In the 9th standard, we already studied about the zeros of the polynomial. Any value of x is a 0 of given polynomial, then if we substitute the value of x, whatever we given in this given polynomial, then we get this RHS as 0. If we get RHS as 0 after substituting the value of x, then this value of x is said to be 0 of given polynomial. Otherwise, it is not. Yeah. So when we substitute the value of x equal to 3 over here, we get p of 3 is equal to 3x cubed. This is 3x cubed means value of x as 3 cubed minus 5x square. 5 x is 3, we take 3 square minus 11x, that is 11 into 3 minus, after substituting the value of x as 3 in a given polynomial, we solve this right hand side. We know 3 cube is 27 minus 5 into 3 square is 9 minus 11 is 33 minus 27 3 is 81, 5 9 is 45 minus 33 minus 33 minus 3 is minus 36, again equal to 81 minus 6 plus 5 is 11, 1 balance, 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 4 8. Answer is 0. Therefore, this 3 is said to be a 0 of given polynomial. Yeah. Now, next one we take second value, that is minus 1. Take x is equal to minus 1. And again we substitute this value of x as minus 1 in given polynomial. Therefore, p of minus 1 is equal to 3 into minus 1. We replace every x by minus 1. So we get 3 into minus 1 cube minus 5 into minus 1 square minus 11 into minus 1 minus. Again we simplify this right hand side. Cube of any negative number is always negative. 1 cube is 1 and minus 1 cube is minus 1. And minus 1 into 3. Okay, or 3 into minus 1. Square of any negative number is always positive, and 1 square is 1. Therefore 5 into 1, minus into minus plus, 11 into 1 is 11 minus, is equal to 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, minus 5 into 1 minus 5, plus 11 minus 3, 11 minus 3, it is 8, is equal to minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8 plus 8, answer is 0. Again we get the value of p of minus 1 as 0. This shows that x equal to minus 1 or beta is equal to minus 1 is the 0 of given polynomial. Now the last one, that is minus 1 by 3. we have to verify either it is a 0 or not. Again, the same method. Now we take value of x as minus 1 by 3 and we substitute this value of x in a given polynomial. Let us consider the value of x is equal to minus 1 by 3 and substitute in a given polynomial p of x. Therefore, given polynomial can be expressed as p of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 3 into minus 1 by 3 the whole cube minus is minus 5 into x square minus 5 x is minus 1 by 3 the whole square minus 11 into minus 1 by 3 minus. Now we solve this RHS is equal to again cube of any negative number means negative and 3 cube is 27 minus minus 5 square of negative number is positive and 3 square is 9. Minus into minus plus 11 twice 11 by 3 minus 3 by 1 because all terms are in fraction. So we write this 3 into the form of fraction by taking by 1. Now cancellation is possible. 3 ones are 3 nines are. So right here minus 1 upon 9 minus 5 on the 5 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3 by 1. Okay, minus 3 by 1. Now we have to solve all these fractions. It is possible to solve first this 3 fraction, then we operate with the last term, or in other form. Suppose if we solve this first 2 and then last 2, whatever way according to your convenience. How to solve this fraction? First I solve this first 2 fraction as denominators are same. So 9 as it is minus 1 minus 5 plus 11 by 3 minus 3 by 1. Minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3 by 1. Now division of 3 is possible. 3 2s are 3 3s are. We get minus 2 by 3 plus 11 by 3 minus 3 by 1. As denominators are same, so write as it is. Now minus 2 plus 11 minus 3 by 1. Minus 2 plus 11 means it is 9 by 3 minus 3 by 1. 3 ones are 3 3s are. That is 3 minus 3. Answer is 0. That is P of minus 1 by 3 is 0. Again we get the right hand side as 0 when we substitute the value of x as minus 1 by 3. Hence it is verified that whatever the numbers are given, that is 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3, all these are the zeros of P of x. Yeah. So we write here, therefore Therefore, 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3 are zeros of given P of x. It is verified. Now the second part, we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficients. We have to find the relationship between or verification between zeros and coefficients. Now we know there are 3 relationships between zeros and coefficients for the cubic polynomial. The first one is, okay, first write here, verification between zeros and coefficient. Verification between zeros and coefficient. So first one, we know sum of zeros is always equal to minus b upon a. We know the values of all coefficients, that is a, b, c, d. Also the zeros alpha, beta and gamma, which is already verified. These are the zeros of given polynomial. Now we are going to substitute values of alpha, beta, gamma as well as this coefficient. Directly. What is alpha? The first term is 3. Substitute 3 instead of alpha. Beta is minus 1 plus dot c is gamma. And gamma is minus 1 by 3. Minus 1 by 3 is equal to minus of b upon a. Value of b is minus 5. Value of b is minus 5 upon a is yeah. Now solve this. 3 plus into minus minus 1 plus into minus minus 1 by 3 is equal to minus into minus plus is 5 by 3. 3 minus 1 is 2, right? In fractional form is equal to 5 by 3. Performing cross multiplication, it gives us 6. 1 into 1 1 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3. 6 minus 1 is 5 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3. Hence, it is verified that the relationship between zeros and the coefficient. This is the first relationship between zeros and coefficient. Now, the next relationship between zeros and coefficient is homework for you. Now, the second relationship between zeros and coefficient is given by alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to c upon a. And the third relationship between zeros and coefficient is given by product of alpha beta gamma is equal to minus b upon a. These two are homework for you. This is homework. Okay, try to complete this homework. If there is any doubt, then you give me a comment or ask any question. Clear?